Hi there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of April 11th through 17th of 2022. So you will notice that the camera angle is different for this reading. Somebody had requested that they be able to see the spread as it's out here on the table, and so that's why I've changed things for this time for sure. And if you like it like this and want it to stay like this, then please let me know that. If you don't like it like this and would rather be able to see my sparkling face, then please let me know that as well. Okay. And so, this reading here is a general angel reading. And so because of that, some parts of it may not fully resonate with you. That's just fine. You can just leave those parts behind. No worries there. Take the parts that do resonate. Okay. So let's see. Okay, wow, this is a great looking week for you. This is a week of self-care. So we start here with the knowledge, the direction, I guess, to nurture yourself. If you've been feeling extra tired, then have more rest. If you've been feeling the need to be out and about with people and socialize, then do that. If you're just wanting to do something different than usual, then investigate, find something and do something different. Whatever it is that you feel you need for your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health, then it's up to you to acquire that for yourself. Look after you first. You've heard the saying, if you don't fill up your own tank first, then you'll have nothing left for anybody else. And Cancer, you guys are very nurturing of everybody else. You tend to want to look after things for everybody. And when you've been doing that a lot and not looking after yourself, you just get empty. And then, it feels like this is, I'll say, a historical thing that you've been doing, that, your whole life, you've always looked after other people at your cost, at the cost of yourself. And it's like now your tank is dry, and it's going to take so much to fill it up because it's been dry for a long time. That's what it feels like. So it's almost like a burnout in a way is what this feels like. It is absolutely time for you to speak up about what you need and to I was going to say defend yourself, but that's not it. It's be your own advocate. Because the people around you, now they're used to you just picking up all the slack, right? They're used to that you take care of everything and you just do it. And when you are just so tired and so like you're just barely hanging on, right? Some days when you're in that state, they don't necessarily know that. They're just so used to you doing it that they don't even think to look anymore, right? So it's up to you to say to people around you that, you know what, you're going to have to look after that now because I'm tapped out. Yeah. Okay. And so here, use some of your nurturing time to contemplate your life, your role in it, other people's roles in it, how you feel about your life. Are you enjoying this? Like, is this a joyful life for you? Or do you need to change something in order to make it joyful? It's up to you what your life is. It's, when somebody says to you, what do you see, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What do you see? I mean, that's a legit question. If you don't know what you see in 5 years, if you don't see anything, then you're like a rudderless ship just floating aimlessly dependent upon the tide. You want to control your ship. You want to decide on the course, and then you want to steer that direction. So make some decisions. Make some decisions, and they might not fully come to fruition immediately, but at least you're putting things in motion then. And so that is absolutely the best way to be. You need to decide what you want and visualize it, see it, create it in your mind so that it can be created in the world, and then you need to go after it. Okay? It's your time. It feels like it's just your time. You need to do this because you need to save yourself, your own inner self, to save your passion and your joy. That's how that feels. Okay. And so this, being able to put yourself on a clear track to what you want, that will give you the motivation that you've been missing. It's been, fatigue, I think, that's been dragging you down. Maybe some other things as well. Just, kind of this, oh man, am I still, building all this? I thought I did all that before, right? And now I have to do it all again. And it's kind of like that, been there, done that energy that you just don't have the passion to build it all again. But this motivation with the new direction, I guess, the new knowing where you want to go and striving to get there, that will provide a lot of that motivation for you. It's good. And making sure you're getting enough rest. So it just feels like there's something there about the resting. Making sure you got the good food in you, because that, the crappy food will just sap your energy just drastically. And making sure you're drinking enough water, those kinds of things. Vitamins, minerals, something like that is lacking in your body, making it really hard to actually have energy and motivation. So there's something there as well. So you might want to investigate that with like a naturopath maybe, or at least the person who owns or runs the health food store in your community, something like that. Okay. All right. Because when your body is lacking those key nutrients, it's pretty hard to have some motivation and some energy and, the get up and go to do the stuff, right? Okay, we're going to come around this direction here in this. We're going to end here. Okay, and so yes, this contemplation time and retreat. Nurture yourself, rest. You see how this is all about you looking after you? This retreat is, earlier they said whatever fills you up. If lots of socialization helps you, then do that. This is kind of, to pay attention more to the downtime, the quiet time, contemplation time, that kind of stuff. And in that way, that will help you get clear on your 5-year plan. Because if you just, definitely do spend time with people, definitely have fun, do those things, because they do feed you. The people, the love, the community, all that stuff really does feed you. The friendship, right? But also make sure you're not neglecting this alone time, this quiet time, because that's how you're going to get clear on what you actually want. If you just, use distraction tactics and excuse me, distraction tactics and fun activities, those are great and they will fill you up, but you still won't know where your future lies, right? So you have to do this quiet time, the retreat time, being alone time, to discover what your I apologize, my throat is suddenly croaky. Anyway, to discover what it is that you actually want. I mean, if you've just been plugging along day after day and doing your best, paying the bills, and get up and tomorrow and do it all over again, then you haven't spent the time necessary to decide what you want. And maybe that's a preservation tactic, something like that, to say that, well, if I don't ever set that, then I won't know if I failed, right? But that perspective needs to change. So when you sit down and you actually discover within yourself what you do want, then that provides the motivation to go after it and a clear direction of how to get there. Okay, and there is no failure. There's absolutely no failure. Yeah, rest. We've talked about this a few times already in this reading. Rest. Take the rest that you need. It's like you're just so tired. And yeah, take the vitamins and minerals to enable you to actually rest and become rested. And man, you'll just be shocked at how your world changes. Pardon me. Oh my goodness, everything's just releasing through me is what this feels like. Okay, and here we come to, when you look after yourself and when you know where you're going, then the prosperity can absolutely find you. Like, this is amazing. This is such a clear message. Such a clear message that you are in control of all this. When you take some downtime and you, spend time alone without distractions, no phones, no TVs, no people, no, no beer, right? When you spend time alone with that and decide what you want and actively decide to attract what you want, then it can come to you. There it is. And that's the most amazing thing. It feels like you're very open, like you're not shutting it down, right? Some of you actually, some of you might be a little bit. But with this contemplation time, with this quiet time, you'll be able to open that up and allow yourself to just receive everything that's good that comes your way. Okay, beautiful. Okay, now here we have the daily guidance cards, and we'll just see what it is. Oop, no, they didn't fall, and they're telling me no, that's not what they want. We'll just see what's one last bit of wisdom that your angels want you to know for this week. Okay, in a second. There. Is that it? That is. Okay. Yeah, assertiveness. So, time to, pull up your socks we talked about this a wee bit at the beginning. It's like standing your ground. It's knowing what you want and understanding that you're the one who has to stand for yourself in order to get it, right? And so this could be work. This could be at home. Could be, within relationships, people that just automatically expect that you will do this, that, or the other thing. And maybe it's just, you're like, no, I think I'm done with that. Or this time that's not going to work out. And so no matter what the expectation is of anybody else, if you're unable to do that or unwilling to do that, then you just need to say that out loud. No matter what the effect on the other people is, right? You're not being cruel. You're not being rude. You're not being aggressive. You're just being assertive about your own self. And so there might be some funny looks. There might be some like, oh, well, but you always do. And you can just say, okay, but not this time. Mm-hmm. Nothing to it, right? In the end, the first time you do it, yes, there's something to it. It's a big deal within yourself, but you need to do this to truly become yourself. Okay, interesting. All right, well, Cancer, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you very much, and I love you, and I will see you next time.